Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Every wide receiver in the NFL wants to be a top target, and two players will be trying to be that today. It's the Jets going up against the Texans. Now we'll go down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 7 matchup.
The Jets are back deep, waiting for the kick. Ryan Suckup now ready to get this game started with the opening kickoff. This game has officially begun. And he'll start his return. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. So the rookie quarterback will take the field, trying to improve week by week.
Well, he's getting some experience. It's not a lot, but it's enough to help him feel more comfortable and I think play better. He should do well here today.
When you need someone, I will be by your side. There is a light that shines for you and me.
The Jets doing their part to spread breast cancer awareness this month in the NFL. Plenty of pink on their uniforms today and throughout the stadium. 2nd down and 4. The Jets now move the chains.
When you talk about throwing the football into open space, that's almost always against zone defenses. That's what we saw that time. Good job by the quarterback throwing it in there.
Now 1st and 10. Handoff made. That picks up 7.
The defense doesn't want to give up runs like that, so how do they stop it? Well, they start crowding the line of scrimmage. So you keep crowding that line of scrimmage, look out, they'll throw it over the top.
Get ready.
2nd and 4. Catch made near the sideline.
Well, if you want to exploit cover 3, then you better be ready to throw the football to the sidelines. Well, my man is not afraid, and that was a good throw.
Get ready.
Here's the first snap after the big play. The give. That's a gain of 7.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Tight end in motion. 2nd down, 3 for the first. And this won't even get back to the line. They'll end up losing 1.
The Texans guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
From the shotgun. Surveys. What a way to start the game. First possession touchdown. The lead is theirs now after that trip to the end zone. That gives them some momentum here at the start, Phil.
Yeah, listen, halfway through the first quarter, you score that touchdown. Now you're leading in the game. Boy, that's a great place to be. And also, I know it's early, but it puts the pressure on the opposition right away.
They'll take it at the 20. Moore's the man in charge of the Texans offense today. The Jets defense now is going to go nickel. First down at the 20. Keeps it. Ball is out. Recovery by the offense. Tackles made.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do.
Nice job by the offense that time, even though they fumbled the football quick enough and smart enough to get on it right away.
Get ready. Red 38. Red 38.
Midway through the first. Complete to Hopkins. Can you believe how steady and reliable this guy is?
He is. What's the phrase for it? He is money, Jim Nance. Man, he pays off every single time. You throw the football near him, he'll make the catch.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. The Texans get a first down.
Nice catch that time by the receiver on the slant route. Quarterback puts it right on target.
First down here after the completion. They'll run it here. And that gains one. Here's the Texans offense. Their running game, not what everybody thought it would be. Right in the middle of the pack when it comes to league average. That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's second down and 9. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Moore's going to take it from the gun. Hopkins can't bring it in. That'll probably go as a drop. And now here's the Jets defensive lineup. They do have a tendency to give up a lot of yardage. So we'll see if this offense can take advantage today. 3rd and 9. And Williams has got the catch and the first.
There is nothing like having a great tight end in your offense now. There's so many things you can do with them. Remember, they're in the middle of the field. They can go down the middle. They can go outside. They can go short. They can go across. They can go out. Tough to cover the tight ends in this league now.
Get ready. Red 38. Red 38.
2nd and 11. Brings it in along the sideline.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target.
Let's go. Red 38.
The Texans take it from the 43. Wide to the left. Got the first, and he's got some space.
Third short. Know what you do anymore. I've given up. Do you throw it? Do you run it? Do you have that kind of faith in your offensive line? Well, the offense does. They run the football. Great job by the offensive lineman, giving that running back a chance to get that first down.
First down and 10. Williams with the reception.
It's a good play call so far in this drive by the offensive coordinator. His team is down, but they are marching down the field.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Here's the handoff. Shakes off the hit. That's a gain of 8.
If I'm on the defense and the offense is this close to scoring, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am sending everybody. I am going to gamble that it is a run. If they have the courage to throw it, let them. If they do, of course it'll be a touchdown.
Breaks the plane. Touchdown. And it looks like we'll be going into quarter number 2 with a tie game on our hands, partner.
Yeah, a tie game going into the second quarter. It looks like it's going to be an exciting day. And listen, that's what we always love up here, isn't it? We love exciting games that stay close, and this one has the looks of that.
Ball's on the tee. Got a tie game now. The score's 7-7. Ryan Suckup ready for the kickoff. They're setting up the return. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Jets offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together perfectly for him. The experience of the football team, the talent of the players, and the coaches helped them out, and they got it done.
We're back here getting ready for the second quarter. Phil, that was a defensive tug of war the first quarter.
It sure was, and it was a tug of war, and it was boring. That's what it looked like. I want to give the defense some credit. I thought they did well, but really the offense is just poor play selection, poor execution, and you got to get some emotion going out there on the offensive side.
And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
Receivers get scared sometimes running that slant route. They know their linebackers inside running towards them because they're watching the quarterback's eyes.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Makes the catch. And there's only 2 yards to be found right there.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. You're running fast. You have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
The Texans lined up in the nickel. From the shotgun. The ball is jarred out of his hands.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position, nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
The Texans come out in a dime package. 3rd down and 8. Got the completion. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
My gosh, the wide receivers in the NFL, it's incredible. It's not that you have one. Every team has 2 and 3, and some have 4. Good job that time by him hauling in that pass.
First down here after the completion.
Get ready.
Tight ends in motion here. They'll go ground. Now cutting to the right side, looking for some open space.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
Get ready.
They'll go shotgun here. The Jets now move the chains. That's reception number 2 for him.
Well, there's nothing the defense can do. When you talk about a receiver like these guys out there now, and this one in particular, a double coverage, they're still able to go in between the defenders, rise up, and make the catch. If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
Get ready. 188. 188.
The Jets will take the snap from the 30. They want to keep feeding him the football.
Good night, baby. Good night, baby.
And here in what's been a very competitive game so far, you see that the rushing numbers can certainly be an area that they can improve on to maybe push them in front the rest of the way.
Yeah, stay with the running game. The game is tied. You said it right, so don't panic. Stay with the running game, and sooner or later, I think it'll get going.
Has the grab. Touchdown, Jets. That is the 25th touchdown catch of his career. Midway through the second quarter, they put themselves in front with that touchdown, Phil.
Hey, that touchdown could be a difference maker in this game. You never know. So really well called by the offensive coordinator and executed perfectly by the offensive players.
Fields the football at the 3. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Texans offense heading back onto the field to start the drive after the result of their last possession was a touchdown. You think they've got another one in them, partner?
Oh, I absolutely do. I mean, just look at them. They got a good football team. The quarterback has great confidence and talent, and you put those things together, that makes you good. It makes you dangerous, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him march down there again. Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Loss of 2 on that play. 2nd and 12. For a gain of about 5. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
The Jets defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. 3rd and 8. Looking across the middle. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands.
There we go, baby. Run harder.
The Texans put themselves in a terrible situation. 3rd and long, but you know what? They got a lot of talent on the offensive side, and that was an awesome job of picking up that first down.
Moore's now completed 4 in a row. Max Williams makes the catch. That's his 3rd catch of the day.
One of the better talented tight ends in the NFL. He makes that catch just right in stride and gets a nice catch.
Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning. And now as we come back to the field, we're looking at a defense trying to maintain a lead going into the break.
56, Mike, 56.
First down at the 26. Williams has got it on a pass, had some heat on it.
Well, if you guard the tight end close, sometimes that doesn't matter. They're so big and they got long arms, they can still make the catch. Quarterbacks give them a chance, they get it done.
Let's go.
Look at those linebackers shifting around, trying to confuse the quarterback.
Scans the field. With 2 hands, he has it.
The Texans were trying to go down the field that time with the throw, but nobody's open. They throw it short. Doesn't fool the defense, and they get very few yards.
Moore's completion percentage, 90% on the day.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
2nd and 8. It's Jalen Strong with the catch. The Jets signal for the timeout, and that's the first one they've used. The Texans now on 3rd down. Just a week ago, they converted at a high rate in 3rd down situations.
Brent 38. Brent 38.
Moore's back in shotgun formation. Looking at every option. Theo Riddick makes the catch. Ball is out. Defense now signaling for a timeout. A short field goal try on the way. The kick is good. Approaching the half, and that field goal has to make them feel good about their play as they keep things close.
Jim, no doubt about it. What they're saying to the opponents, look out. This game is not over. We're going to be here all day long.
The Jets offense, Phil, is on a roll right now with touchdowns coming on each of their last 2 possessions. Can they make it 3 in a row right here?
Well, we're going to find out. I like their chances. What have we seen that makes us think that they're not going to come out there and get it done? They're playing exceptional football on the offensive side.
The Jets lined up, bunch formation. Snap it out of the gun. The Jets get a first down.
So far, wonderful execution in this drive. When you get a chance to get out of bounds, here the offensive player got the yardage, had a chance, gets out of the bounds, stops the clock. Good job by the offense.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
First down at the 35. The Jets now move the chains. That's 5 receptions on the day. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. And with no options, he goes ahead and throws it away. Second down following that incompletion.
Get ready.
They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Had it for a moment, but the ball is knocked out, incomplete.
Jim, in a situation like this, you just got to be smart. It's 3rd and long. You're winning the football game. Don't take any chances. Don't turn it over. If you punt it, that might be a good thing.
Well, let's go. Blue 95.
White 56. White.
The Jets take it from the 43. And he takes off. And they're all over him for the sack. The Jets have to take their final timeout. That's it. The coach is going to go for it. The Jets have to get to the 33 for a first. The Jets turn the ball over on downs.
Well, every defense is looking for somebody to sack the quarterback, and that time the speed of the defensive end gets around the tackle and gets the sack.
No good. No good. The first half is complete. Larry Ridley ready to take things over back in the studios, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Larry, looking sharp back in that studio. Thank you for that. And now we're ready to get the 3rd quarter underway as these teams take the field. The Jets defense heads onto the field here to start the second half, looking for another stop and once again to give the ball back to their offense as they're leading in this one here early 3rd, Phil.
I like what they did in the first half. The defense go.
He will not get away. He's taken down for the sack.
There's a couple ways to get to the quarterback. Run over the tackle or run around him. It doesn't matter as long as you get the sack.
It's a 2 tight end formation. Handoff. He's brought to a halt.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
The Jets with a nickel look here on defense. 3rd and long. Launching it deep. Almost intercepted. When they've needed to come up with a big stop on 3rd down, Phil, they've been able to do it more times than not.
Jim, they are really well coached. They're giving them plays where they're in the right position to make the plays, and the players are getting it done.
Wants to give it a go here. They'll mark him at the 46 and a run back of about 4. There's been no shortage of big plays today with this quarterback at the helm, Phil.
Oh, my God. What an arm this quarterback has. How about these throws down the field? Not only are they far down the field and beautiful, they're right on target. And the good thing is he has receivers who can take advantage of his arm.
First down at the 46. On the money. Tackle down at the 46-yard line.
The Jets did a good job that time throwing a pass on first down and picked up some nice yards. Now 2nd and short Really puts the defense in a tough position.
The Texans defense now is going to go nickel. Drop back, shotgun formation. Catch made. Fuller's the one who brings him to the ground.
That's a nice play that time by the offense, getting the first down. They're up here in the second half, and they're moving the football. That is a great feeling. Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools.
Jets are in the end zone. That touchdown early in the third quarter certainly gives them full command of this game, Phil.
Well, let me coach up the defense here a little, Jim. What you did in that drive was just not good enough. Change your strategy. Be more aggressive. You're down in the game. We're in the second half. Now it's time to make things happen.
No return here as he takes a knee in the end zone. The Texans offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely unproductive, a quick 3-and-out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive, and they got good players, and they're pretty excited, so this is going to be tough on the offense. Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
The Texans have it at the 29. And gains about 1. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
Well, don't look at the scoreboards, which tells you you're down by a couple scores. Just concentrate on every single play and try to get another first down. When you see linebackers moving like this, they're trying to confuse the offensive line.
Makes the catch in the open field.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
First down at the 45. And the pass is thrown away.
Let's go.
Second down and 10. He'll throw it over the middle. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
The Texans do a good job that time on second down. They don't force the football down the field. They throw it short. They pick up some solid yards to make it a good situation for them. Third and short.
Moore's completion percentage, 80% on the day. Third down and 2. The give out of the eye.
Well, everybody talks about the pass in the NFL. When it's third and short, you got to man up and be tough and strong. Nice job that time by the offensive line. They let the running back get in there and pick up the first down.
First and 10. To the ground. Brought down at the 41-yard line.
You got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
Get ready. Brad, 38.
Moore's got it in the gun. Blue with the grab. Ball is out, and it's a takeaway. Taking off.
That's a good learning experience right there. You fumble the football, you learn from it, you know why you fumbled it. Next time, correct it so you don't do it again.
The Jets have done a whale of a job taking their halftime lead and adding a whole lot more to it here in the third quarter.
Yeah, they're just doing everything we saw them do in the first half, just dominating the pace of play.
Intercepted. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20.
This defensive coordinator, he is one aggressive dude. He keeps going after this offense. And finally, he gets the interception inside their own 20-yard line and stops the offense from getting any points.
The Texans offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Grabbing the face mask. We see it almost once a week, and here it happens again.
Well, a lot of times these defenders, I'll give them a little slack because they're running so fast. They're trying to tackle some tremendous athletes in open space, and sometimes accidentally you're going to grab the face mask.
He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run, nowhere for the running back to go, and they stop him for a short gain.
Let's go. Spread 38.
Second down and 9. They'll go ground. Gains 5.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
3rd and 4. The Texans get a first down.
When the defense is going to play safe and they don't want you to run by them, you've got to be able to throw these out routes where the receiver's cutting towards the sideline and the quarterback stick it in there.
1st and 10. Gets the handle here. Has the first down and a whole lot more. Huge yardage picked up and finally tackled at the end.
I got to give this running back a lot of credit. How about that? He fumbled earlier in the game, but now he is running free, just all out and getting those extra yards after the hit.
Now 1st and 10. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. That's a gain of 6. He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
2nd down, 4 to go. He'll get it again. Third down. Press coverage all the way. The Texans will come to the line, trying to put together a scoring drive here in the 4th. Third down on the way. The Texans get set at the line, needing to get to the 14 for a first. The final quarter underway now with this snap. Tackles made, and that'll move the chains.
First down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown?
Moore's now completed 4 in a row. 1st down and 10. Look at that. The ball is fumbled. The defender downs him as he's already on the ground. That makes it official.
What a big break the offense gets here. They fumble the football when they're inside their opponent's 20-yard line. They're going in to score, and somehow they come up with a fumble. Good job.
And throws it in the end zone. Touchdown. That's an important touchdown for this resilient bunch that just never quits, never believes it's out of a game, Phil.
That's what it takes, Jim. In situations like this, you just have to be tougher than your opponent, and that's what they showed there, getting that touchdown. Now we are going to have a contest down here in the 4th quarter.
The Jets are ready to return the kick. And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20. Close game right now, partner, and you look at the matchup at running back, and neither one of them has really been all that effective.
No, Jim, they have not been. I'll say this to the running backs, to the coaches, to the offensive line, everybody. Stay patient, stay with the run game, and I think it will work.
First down at the 20. Running right through the trenches.
When you're leading the game in the 4th quarter and you're on offense, you are looking to use the time up on the clock. So that was a nice play call by the offense to run. Defense stops it for a short gain, though.
The wide receiver in motion.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
The Jets are really a true football team. Their defense, we know it's good. They don't want to just rely on it. The offense, nice job picking up that first down, eat the clock up, keep the pace of the game on your side. Small lead here in the second half. That was a good job.
He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Blue, 95.
Out of the gun. Reaches out and grabs it. On his way. And he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run. Early in the fourth, and they look to have seized control of this one with that touchdown.
Boy, I think they did. Now it's up to the defense. Go out there and shut the opponent's offense down. If you do that, this game is in the bag.
The Jets kicking team comes out now as the offense takes a break, and they deserve one after going down the field, mainly through the air with over 70 yards passing.
Let's go.
First down at the 22. It's Strong who comes down with it. The catches have come in bunches for this wide receiver, Phil.
Good job by this wide out today. He is finding a way to catch the football, but let's also give credit to the offensive line for pass protection and the coaching staff. They have done a tremendous job of coming up with different plays to find different ways for him to catch the football.
Riddick makes the reception. And he's going to be tackled right around the 35-yard line. The Texans still trail, but as we look at the passing numbers, it's hard to find much fault with them. Moore's led his team on the field today and has posted some very impressive numbers.
Yeah, the offense has been sharp, and I'll say this, in the NFL, if you're trying to make a comeback, the easiest way to do it is to do it with a hot quarterback and an offense that's clicking on all cylinders. There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
First down following the long play. Handoff made. Pryor's the one who made the big stop.
The Jets defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
The Jets with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. Second down and 12. The give.
The Jets defense is so fast and so powerful. That time on the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss.
Loss of 3 on the play. Third and forever. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
The Texans offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
And converts on the 3.
Well, this guy's a machine. Every time he gets a chance to go out there and kick a field goal, it is right down the middle. Good job by the offense, good job by the kicker.
Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. Looking at this comparison, Phil, it's fun to see these two quarterbacks going head-to-head in a tightly contested game.
Yeah, so well played on the offensive side by both teams. The quarterbacks, they've been very sharp. They're on target with the football, and their offensive lines are playing very well.
The clock's really become a factor here, and the defense knows it has to get off the field as soon as possible to give the team a chance. Picks up about 5.
Well, when you keep chipping away with these short throws, sooner or later that defense is going to come up, and when they come up, that's when you throw it over the top.
The Jets coaching staff probably wouldn't mind avoiding these close games every week, but right now they're winning another tightly contested game.
Well, sure, I'm sure they wouldn't mind the blowout victories, but that's not going to happen. I think everybody in this league knows it's how you do in the close game that defines what you're going to be. Are you going to be a playoff team or a team that doesn't make the playoffs?
First down, offense readying for the snap.
Get ready.
They'll run it here. Brian Cushing puts it into that play. That'll stop the clock with that timeout. Second down here after that run play.
Well, let's go.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Well, let's go.
From the gun. Gonna try and scramble now. Makes the catch, but didn't get the feet down. Incomplete.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
The offense needs 9 here on third down after that incompletion. 3rd and 9 is the call.
188.
4 down. Mike 56.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. 3rd and 9. He's scrambling now. And intercepted. Tackles made. What were they thinking there, throwing the football with the lead in the late stages?
Well, I'll just say this. I'll be kind because the papers, the fans, and everybody else, they're not going to be, but that was a decision that was, in my opinion, just a little too aggressive.
Stands in the pocket. The pass is intercepted. And no return as this goes for a touchback. The Jets thrilled with the interception, and the fact is this game is all but in the books.
Well, you talk about this defense, they are not afraid to take a chance. That time they took the chance, and they came up with the big interception.
JJ gets to the quarterback. The Texans will call for the timeout. They need every second to be preserved at this point. That's second down coming up.
Let's go.
Now he's going to change the play, and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
From the gun. Down the field. And they can't connect.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
The Texans sat at the line. Dime package.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Had it for just a second, but then it came out on contact.
Your football team is losing. All the pressure's on the defensive side. They come through. They get it done. Now it's 4th down for the offense.
He's got a chance to return this one. Picks up 8 here. So the offense gets the football back here in the last 2 minutes off of the punt. And everything looks like it's coming down to this drive.
Yeah, it does. And, you know, when you're in a situation like this on the offensive side, you can be conservative. Why? You have 4 downs. Makes it really tough for the defense to try to stop all 4 of those downs. In the NFL, it's all about situations now. You're down. There's under 2 minutes to go. Good job by the offensive player. He picks up some good yards and then gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Now on first down, every snap crucial the rest of the way.
3 down. Mike 56, Mike 56.
The Texans have it at the 24. DeAndre Hopkins with the grab. 3rd catch today so far. First down, pressure on every snap now. Playing press coverage to the outside.
Good job by the offense here, Jim. Be in a hurry-up mode. You have no timeouts left. You need to get this play clock stopped.
Second down, late in the fourth quarter. The Jets will come out in the dime.
Let's go. Red 38. Head up.
Second and goal from the 10. And it's batted down. Phil, it's third down. They are in 4-down territory, and the defense knows that.
Yeah, and you get a situation like this, Jim, on the defensive side, you need one of your pass rushers to come through and get on that quarterback.
Third and goal from the 10. Scanning the field. The offense is back on the field here for this 4th and 5 play. Crucial play here. 4th down on the way. Moore's inability to produce the conversion on 4th down in all likelihood signals the end of their last chance to win this game.
In situations like this, I know the coaches and his teammates all expect him to come through, but not that time. Just not a good throw.
Here's the handoff. That's a gain of 6. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day. 2nd and 3 after that last carry. The Texans lined up in the nickel, dropping back now into the shotgun. But it's incomplete. Another win here today, and we're starting to think maybe we could talk undefeated season. I know it sounds crazy.
Yeah, well, it is crazy, and the pressure truly does build against undefeated teams. But that is a pressure that you like. And I say it to you all the time. Athletes love it when you look at them. Well, we're going to look at them